Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We thank Chris for his presentation, and we now present a report on the financial highlights of tTech for 2021. In the financial highlights, as Chris had already made mention of, our revenues, where we have 392 million, a change of 9% over prior year, basic operating expenses, net profit attributable to owners, our EPS at 0.08 cents for 2021, and we had a slight decrease in total assets as well as in our total liabilities. However, we had an increase in our stockholders' equity for the period for ending December 31st, 2021. So these are our overview of the financial highlights for 2021. We will now look at the revenue performance. So we had mixed results in light of our increased revenue for 2021. However, we had higher than expected increases in expenses, and this resulted in a fall in our profits after tax. As we continue to grow, we see where we have our admin expenses as well increasing, and the major areas of investment continues for tTech to be in its people, our brand awareness in marketing, and in the tools that we use to deliver the services to our customers. In regard to our revenue, we saw revenues increasing by about 9% over 2020, and our revenues consist of both managed service contracts as well as projects. This mixed nature of our business will, over time, see bumps in our revenues, as is reflected here. In terms of our net profit, we saw a decline, as was mentioned earlier, to 8.2 million in 2021, which is a decrease of about 60% below our prior year, which resulted in our earnings being 0.08 cents as our earnings per share. Things that contributed to this, we were impacted by other income, other gains and losses, the fluctuation of the Jamaican dollar as well, along with reduced rates on investment instruments also contributed to our overall performance. In regards to our asset and shareholders' equity, we experienced a marginal decrease in the total net assets value, which fell by about 3.3 million, while our shareholders' equity increased by 2.1 million. Both of them was a change of 1%. So this resulted from both a decrease in our assets and liabilities to impact our end values. tTech continues to maintain low leverage with no debt. This reflects the company's business model of providing services, which negates costly fixed expenditure. However, we do have our recurring expenses each month. In 2021, we saw a reduction in our accounts receivables portfolio, and to date, we have no disputes regarding the outstanding amounts. One of the challenges to collections during the pandemic was persons at customer sites were not reachable because primarily a lot of persons were also working from home. So this led to a challenge at times in terms of collections. However, to date, of the amounts over 90 days at year end, we have collected in excess of 90% of these balances. Let us now look at our year to date. So our unaudited results for March 31st, 2022 saw us with revenues of 97 million. We continue to see higher expenses for the period coming in at 101.9, and the result was a net loss of $4 million. In regards to June, our revenues were 87.3 million, with expenses at 93 and a loss for the period for 6.4. So year to date, we are seeing where we have a loss position. One of the things that we continue to experience issues with is the ongoing global supply, which really impacts our ability to complete projects on time. This results in delayed billing, as well as in some situations because we have not been able to receive the items. And at times, it has also increased the costs that we have had to incur over and above planned or budgeted for these projects to be delivered. So in the last quarter as well, and this is in our unaudited report. We had a one-off extraordinary item which negatively impacted our revenues as well by $6 million. Ladies and gentlemen, the interest in the company continues to be strong. Our shares continue to be traded. There has been growth in our shareholders from listing an IPO at 340 to 694 persons, 694 stockholders as at 30th June 2022. Our share price as at September 8th closed at $2.99. The board and management are optimistic about the future of tTech Limited as the demand for our services increase and our balance sheet remains strong. We continue to explore opportunities for new partnerships while seeking revenues from markets outside of Jamaica. We aim to continue growing our shareholder value while providing a good customer experience in the delivery of goods and services to our customers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.